Hey!
You see this? Those in the normal clothes, that's a Christian group in Portland, Oregon, having a beautiful moment until Antifa showed up and started throwing pepper spray and literally explosives at them. Well, they messed with the wrong group and especially the wrong mom. Her name is Jamee Anatello, and she's a stay-at-home mom of 8 kids. She joins us now, and I'm so privileged to meet you because we're going to play the video where you became a viral superstar. But Jamee, welcome to Newsmax, first of all. How are you?
Oh my gosh, thank you so much for having me on. I really appreciate you.
Well, you bet we appreciate you. So tell us a little bit first about that event. My understanding was it was a prayer service essentially for Christians. And was it a formal group or you came together spontaneously? How did it happen?
It was a pastor that we have known for several years now. And so we're familiar with him. He's been a friend. So we went to listen to him talk about some of the things that he's dealt with in his own country in Canada with fascism, and to hear just the encouragement and worship and pray over the times that we're living in right now.
So Antifa shows up, and of course, they don't like anything he's talking about, and they certainly don't like messages of faith. They threw the items that we just discussed, and I can see them. You're in the mix there. You were affected. What happened to you and your children?
Yeah, funny enough, the event hadn't even started yet, which is baffling to me that they showed up when they did. We were dead center, me and my children, in that video there. The flying objects were coming directly at us, and my husband is seen standing kind of in front of us trying to catch some of the projectiles so they wouldn't hit us. It was pepper gas and rocks and explosives, and one of the explosives actually went off and nearly hit my 8-month-old daughter in the face had it not been for a friend who placed her arm in front of her, and she actually sustained quite extensive injuries on her arm from it.
So this would be infuriating for anyone, but especially you were in the middle of it, and you had a wonderful reaction. Black Lives Matter, and I believe, which is, let's face it, sympathetic to Antifa, and Antifa is sympathetic to Black Lives Matter, had a press conference. They weren't expecting you to show up, but you did, and you had some things to say. Let's take a look.
White supremacy is not the problem. Boys were not the problem. Antifa Black Bloc are the ones who threw bombs, mortars, and pepper spray at me and my children. My baby girl, 8 years old, nearly was hit in the face with an explosive by white people dressed up in all black, attacking me and my family. It is not the Proud Boys. And you, the city of Portland, and everybody who supports them needs to know this. My black children were almost hit with bombs and mortars. My 9-year-old son was drenched in pepper gas thrown by Antifa. Boy, if Black Lives Matter to you, you better back up.
Wow. And, you know, it is wild that those who claim they're fighting for racial justice, so many of them are white, and they're actually victimizing, as we saw so vividly in that park, they're victimizing people of color, which is astounding. But what were you thinking?
Yes, make no mistake, Antifa targets minorities. They are dangerous, and they've been attacking my family for years now. They've tried to get my husband fired from his job for 5-6 years at this point, and we're a one income household, so he takes care of 10 of us. If we lose his income, we could end up homeless. So to say that they support Black Lives Matter is absurd.
So I want to show you, well, you know what happened next. There was another incident, a press conference that they were attempting to have, these leftists standing up for racial justice as they define it. And you showed up, and it was pretty awesome.
Yes.
Hi.
My kids were the ones who Antifa threw bombs and pepper gas
August 7th.
The black conservative preacher's wife.
Right. Oh,
Yeah.
so because I'm his wife, my kids don't matter?
No, your kids absolutely matter, and I think it's
can we
crap
please tell,
that they got hurt. But
can we please tell
Nope.
us why?
nope, I don't engage with you or your husband.
Oh, this is classic, guys. Please get this on camera. This is what white liberal women do. They're 1,000 times worse than Karens. Okay? And I want you to pay close attention. The white liberal women will not engage in conversation with me. Why?
Because of who
I
your
do
husband
not.
is.
Oh, because of who my husband
Yes,
is.
just to be clear.
So I am devalued. So women matter, right? We don't want women to be oppressed. Women matter. But because of who my husband is, I no longer have value. There she goes. There she goes, people.
That was a complete victory on your part.
She made it really easy because they're so predictable.
So predictable, so wrong. And it is kind of bizarre that some of these far left liberal women who tend to be white are trying to explain things to you.
Yeah, and that's kind of the my state of life. As Joe Biden put it, I ain't black enough, not to only to him, but to a lot of white liberals. They won't have the conversation with me. They won't try and understand where I'm coming from. And we have these Antifa members who are all mainly white people dressed up in all black, and I don't see them as any different than the Klan. They refuse to be identified, and our DA, Mike Schmidt, won't prosecute them. So we have no protection, which is where the Proud Boys come in, because they are our protection. They're my protection from the retaliation that Antifa puts forth to the minorities that stand up in opposition to them.
You know, we condemn white supremacy, but the Proud Boys are not white supremacists. They're not.
Absolutely
They've been
not.
totally misrepresented. The head of the Proud Boys is a African-American / Cuban guy. To be continued. I have to leave it there. We're out of time, but Jamee Anatello, please be safe. Give my very best to your husband, who I know is a controversial figure out there, but...
Yes, he is.
Okay.
We
Thank
won't
you.
stop talking. Thank you for giving us a voice.
Absolutely. To be continued, and we'll be right back.